just goes, or Chalupi just goes, that was really impressive. He was like, he didn't want to play PLA. He's like, dude, he's a bitch.
I like your Chalupi impression.
Yeah, well, it's just the sardonic. I don't know.
All right. Let's
Hi,
see
Connor.
see if Sheik can do it twice.
Yeah.
I want to say one more thing about Chalupi. My favorite part of the video, of the Chalupi video.
Every time I come in commentary,
Because it's great. I watch it like once a month.
We already talked about it earlier today, too.
okay.
That's when Chalupi. That's when I'm talking about how someone goes, Jack, do you think that Chalupi knows who Lunchables is?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I specifically put that, like, I grabbed that, and I was like, that's going right there.
Chalupi's like, hey, Lunchables, do you want a money match for $50?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hilarious.
Dang. What's going
Oh,
on?
shit. What?
Dang.
Really?
Dang.
Wait, what?
Is he going to Samus?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
I went up to Jay when we were warming up, and I just like,
the fuck?
do you want me to play Samus? He's like, no.
What the fuck is
Do
Jay?
not warm me up with your Samus.
Has he been, like, in the hyperbolic time chamber? What the fuck?
He built his net play machine finally.
Oh, so he's just been able to practice. I might have to money match him.
Jay has always been a smart dude.
Oh,
It's
for
just
sure.
He never has.
Like, whenever I've played him in the past, usually he tries to money match me. And I just win by the skin of my teeth off of, like, knowing, like, how to fuck up Chalupi's Ganon, just barely. And
The mystic Chalupi Ganon that
yes,
no one knows
the,
about.
the
God,
Elusive
elusive
gaslighting.
shit.
gaslighting.
Holy fuck.
Dude, you're just not playing optimally, Che. Stop being so wild.
The fact that Chalupi and Chris played a money match on the stream TV and they thought it was being streamed, and it wasn't. Or Chalupi thought that was so funny.
Of course he did.
That there's still no evidence that it
Dude,
even exists. Besides
let me-
one,
let-
him playing against Morris and getting owned.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Let me explain Chalupi's sense of humor. When Smash 4 came out, he played Falcon and beat all of the kids in our college town and declared himself the Smash 4 champion of Southern Illinois. And then he never went to another tournament for 3 years while he was there. And he always made a point of telling those kids that he was their champion when they were around. He loves, like, negging humor like that.
That's hilarious.
So,
Holy shit.
on the topic of this, the funniest thing about this is that Shay has known Pooch longer than anyone else here in this room. And
Sure,
he's
they're like high
played-
school friends.
They were like grade school friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They've known each other a long time. And they've played Smash against each other a long
Can
time.
you imagine what a little shit stain little Pooch must have been? Just like, I'm like imagining the
Baby
bullshit
Pooch.
he would get up to on the bus.
It's like Baby Yoda.
I bet he was a fucking bully. Like not like a shove your head in a toilet bully, but like a make you feel bad about yourself bully.
well,
Brutal.
well. But my point,
Look at that high-waisted man. He's got feminine hips.
He's got feminine kids.
my point.
That's the thing I'm sensitive about.
My point is, you'd think that he has a lot of experience against Samus, but you'd be wrong because Pooch never plays his Samus against Shay, ever. Ever.
I wouldn't play Samus against Ganon if I was also a dual Sheik main.
No. I mean, like, even in friendlies, when Shay is playing other characters, Pooch just doesn't play Samus, like,
That's
to
true.
keep it from him in
Okay,
friendlies.
yeah, that's like a Jigglypuff player thing.
yes,
you don't
Samus
you don't
player
play
thing, too.
stupid, floaty, bullshit, grindy characters against people you want to be friends with.
That's true.
Like, what?
I meant it more from the perspective of Pooch has never given him the match.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying Pooch wants to have friends, and so that makes total sense.
This is a place, dude. That's true. I never
Joey-
like. Oh, I can't wait to come over and play Samus.
Joey says in chat, these guys are practice partners throughout high school. That's my point, is that the practice never involves Samus.
Did it,
ever.
though?
No, it didn't. Ask
on.
Jay.
Got hit by that
didn't
ball.
involve
What?
Samus.
What?
He's still alive.
Well, he owed him because he just got hit by a charge shot for
fans.
free.
Oh, I gotta change the fucking fuck.
I've been to Fest with these two where we play until like literally 5 a.m. and it was
Connor,
like a game of
What the
Samus.
fuck?
This is the best
Connor,
fest, though.
Connor, did you commentate my set with Chalupi just now?
Yes. Although it was kind of podcasty.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
The end
going
was
on here?
the end was incredibly unfortunate.
Well, it's
that was painful
I don't
for us too.
I don't want to put that on fortune because it's my hands, you know.
Oh yeah.
But unfortunate.
Unfortunate in the sense that we hated to see it,
Yeah.
and it was upsetting for us.
Things you hate to see.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Holocaust was really unfortunate. If only that coin flip had
That
gone
was
the
so
other way.
unlucky. That's my least
Unlucky.
favorite thing. Is
the
it
funniest
the
shit.
fucking Zoomers nowadays are always just like, which is funny because I'm technically a Zoomer.
Yeah.
But
what? Doing the Hitler?
no, everyone just saying, oh, it's unlucky.
Oh.
I'm
They
talking
say
mostly
that
about
now?
Fortnite. Yeah.
Oh.
Which doesn't really count. But when
No, it
everyone's
is
just
funny.
like, man, it's unlucky. It's
Me
like,
and Connor
no, it's
play
not.
so much Fortnite, we like have an insight into Zoomer culture. They say trash a lot. Cracked. Goated.
Cracked, goated.
I can't believe I played against a doubles Ganon team.
Yeah, it
and
sucks,
Shay wasn't
dude.
on it.
I hate playing against Double Ganon. They just dance around the stage and hit you with their fucking big fists.
They can
Just
meaty
like you
claws.
guys, we fucked them up game 1, and then we just sort of like, oh yeah, we don't know how to play dubs.
You guys should definitely learn.
I know.
Because like me and Form are pretty decent because we kind of know how to play dubs, but we've also known each other since like grade school.
There are so many good dubs brothers teams.
Yeah.
Like it's such a wasted resource that we're not taking advantage of.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
Yeah, these two, their play styles are very
Stop
interesting
trying to talk
watch.
about the game,
No,
Connor.
I like it. I want to hear the playstyle talk. That's my favorite shit, actually.
Jack and I
No,
have
go
talked
for
about
it.
play
Go for
style
it.
I hate talking-
so much.
I'm what
I mean,
the
and this is-
Zoomers
Connor,
nowadays
me and
call
Connor are
trolling.
walking down the street to get some ice cream, and I go, so? You can tell I'm just about to talk about playstyles.
No, so yeah, Jack. After you left call at 2 a.m.
Okay.
Okay, we're. Yeah, Jack. After you left call at 2 a or at midnight. This is what we need to commentary.
Fuck
booth.
off, Connor. Stop trying to talk while Jack's being a homie.
Stop trying to talk about Jack's not paying attention.
So after you left call at midnight, Che and I played for another 2 hours
Yes.
and talked exclusively about this. We were talking about influences on your playstyle when you're coming up and what makes you a mind, heart, or
that's
a
my
body
type of
player.
shit.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I have something that
You have
contribute to
thoughts?
that.
But my point is, Shay and Pooch grew up playing together, so their play styles are very. It's interesting though
Dog.
because Pooch considers himself more of a fundamental player than Shay, but I think Shay really, really values his mix-up game.
I think so too. Does Che ever think
His
himself as a
being
body player?
Pooch or his being Chase?
Shay values
His own.
His own, yeah.
I think Che could
Come on, let's
consider
get this
himself to be like,
3-0
oh, I'm just
money.
all tech skill because he like just
No, he's not.
slips around.
No,
That's
no.
not true at all.
Shay is all mind.
Yeah,
He and I have talked about it. He's a mind player.
It's not like Che's slippiness attributes that much to his gameplay.
Oh
you know what I
wait,
mean?
shit! No, I forgot. The names that I use are different than the YouTube video. So according to the YouTube video, he would be a heart player. Yes. According to the YouTube video, that's the one that's based on. The reason I don't like the names
I
they
think
use in the YouTube video is because it implies that all heart players don't do any calculating, and then
no,
it's
it
just
doesn't.
like oh I
No,
I
because
felt
it's
it.
not that you're one and not anything else. You're like anything. You could be most of them. You could be like 5 out of 5 and 1, 5 out of 5 and 1, like 4.
I know. But
I am personally of the opinion that that's not really a thing in 2019. Like that, that's like a dock era, like kind of.
Well, no,
RPS.
you're thinking of computer versus fire versus.
oh yeah,
Ice or
yeah.
whatever,
No,
yeah.
that's not
Cool
what
as
I
a
mean.
cucumber.
We're talking about the fighting game triangle or whatever that some YouTube video came out with that I always butcher, but the general idea is that people fall somewhere in a general spectrum. No one's exclusively one thing, obviously, but they're in a general spectrum of people who think of the game logically and really try and grind out what is most
Uncle Ike.
optimal, a la Chalupi or Jack.
Yeah.
Then there's people who are very much play the player, and they're very into the whole RPS aspect a la Metroid.
To me,
And then there's people who just say, this is what I feel a la Knave. And,
like
or
Chris.
Wild. Or Chris, yeah.
to that, I would say that like that's more of like how somebody's brain gets to the finish line, and less about like the game, because like
how they
Chris,
problem solve.
Chris
more.
does shit that is like legit optimal. It's like gravy like tech
Bruh,
chasing,
what are you doing?
where he'll just like knee like like where I'm gonna land to cover one option and then just like fucking grab me
Right.
out the roll. And that shit, like Gravy got there like through analytics, and Chris got there through like not wanting to lose with his heart and just finding it one day.
Yeah,
That's a good way to think about it.
I agree entirely. I think it's just interesting to break that down for different players.
Oh, and the thing I wanted to say about the influences. I double elimed Chris from GHQ on Sunday, and I played so much like Chalupi. Like, I was just staring him down in neutral, like just crouching and just doing like tilts and shooting, and he was getting like really frustrated because I was just like not playing like myself at all, and I was playing good essentially.
Well, I mean, a lot of this discussion has stemmed from Jack and I talking about the game and realizing, now that we live together, how differently we think
Oh
about
my
the game.
god, it's insane.
It's so funny. Because, like, when Jack talks about practice, he's like, yo, I learned that I can cover DI away on back air against Lucario with RAR, or on down tilt with RAR Bear. And meanwhile, when I practice, it's like, yeah, I practiced covering that thing where you run off stage, you know? And, like, predicting that. And like keeping that in my mind, and it's just like the difference in that, or like listening to Metroid talk about the game, or
yeah, for sure.
or Chalupi.
Have you ever asked Chalupi for advice?
Dude, it's amazing.
He's so bad.
I love it. You know what? We were talking about me, him, and Cody. We stood there after TPS and just talked for like an hour and a half. I was talking about, I was like, you know, I don't think Fox footstools are really that useful. He was like, no, try this out. ZSS, she up B's on stage, you jump up, back air her, and when she holds in to grab ledge, you run out and you footstool her. And I fucking tried it the next day and it worked, and I hate it.
I'm not saying that Chalupi doesn't know what to do. I'm saying he's very bad at articulating concepts because he doesn't have to do that shit.
He just knows.
He like looks
like a
at the
teacher.
game. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't think I am either.
Like, when I was trying to like actually learn fundamentals and stuff, he was the worst person in the world to be roommates with because he would just be like, dude, just look at your character. You can see that this is happening.
Right,
like,
it makes sense.
And he'd be like, you know, you can tell before like the animation that someone has missed their tech because of the translucent white lines that come out of the ground. I'm just like, fuck off. I can barely even like keep my eyes open.
Well, because it's like, I mean, it's the same reason there are coaches who aren't like the greatest players on the planet, but they're great coaches because they know how to teach. They understand how the game works. But Connor's my coach.
I'm upset about that Ike game. It's
That's
like sapped
the
all of his
coach.
momentum.
Anything Connor's ever told me to do in the game, and then I've tried, has worked. So I'm just gonna keep
that
taking
up.
his advice.
Keep it up, champ. Good work out there.
I told you one thing, and you listened to me, and it worked.
It actually did. I was actually
Eventually.
going to mention. When I was like, I guess I should do that. Okay, like, whenever Pooch tells me how to play games, like, oh, just do this. I'm like, all right.
I hate when people just even
I was
just
like, dude, I
Anything
say,
prefaced
don't
with
say
just.
the word just in Smash because it implies that like your opponent is not going to do anything different. Just
Actually,
you just do the.
I do think Pooch actually does give good advice. We've talked to player feedback before. I don't know. That's good to have someone. Some people are better coaches for certain people. You know? It's like,
I just can't. What the fuck? I can't comb through the other stuff aside from the good advice that Pooch is giving. He's got some hot takes.
it's true. You know what? We love him for that. That's the hot takes.
That was
I
a
went along in a Discord every day if it weren't for any hot takes. Why do you think I check the Fox channel every day on P Plus Discord? Because I want to know what's
You're
up.
so brave.
I'm like, oh man,
You're so brave.
I'm brave. This is good shit.
I don't know about that one,
That's
Jay. I don't know about that.
Man,
All right.
Oh boy. Damn it.
Things you hate to see.